Okay, so this is gonna be the pile we're gonna be running today. I realized that I hadn't streamed Legacy in over a month, so I figured I might as well fix that, right? So what? Of course, what we're doing is we're playing Night of the Reliquary because this card is amazing. And since I haven't played Legacy for so long, I'm kind of out of the loop, really. So I am not really very aware of how things are. A friend told me that right now, Black Red Reanimator, Dredge, and there's just like a shit ton of graveyard decks and Storm. So if that's the case, then Maverick could probably be alright. I think I would rather be playing Forkle alone, but I just cannot resist. I just cannot resist. Maverick's just so sweet. So this is simply a list that I found in the 5.0 dump. So I only made one change. This original list had a Quasali Pride Mage. It had two Quasali Pride Mages. My bad. So I made the switch because I think Night of Autumn is actually very good. So I wanted to make this tiny little change, but everything else remains unchanged. Um, I am very surprised to see this card here. This just this doesn't seem like a legacy card, especially when one of the main decks against which you will want this card is Miracles, and then they are just going to Terminus your voice and all your tokens, so it doesn't seem great. I guess that it's pretty good against Grixis. I have no idea how big Grixis is in the current meta, but if it is pretty big, then the voice should be okay. Same thing with something like Delver or whatever. This card could be okay in those matchups. Still, it's not doesn't seem insane or anything like that. Sabaton Prelate, I assume, is because precisely of all those combo decks that I was talking about earlier. Prelate on one is insane against Storm. Prelate on one or two, probably one also against Reanimator, because it will shut off their enablers. Um, so Prelate seems reasonable. I assume this card is going to be coming out very quickly, very consistently. Also, it's just like as a one-off with literally no ways to fetch it. Seems kind of weird, but whatever. I didn't make any changes. Ballista is extremely interesting to me, especially with two copies. This seems like a lot of walking ballistas. I have seen Death and Taxes lists running ballista because it's absolutely amazing in the mirror. It basically trades with everything. It cannot. It also kills Mom. It kills Flicker Wisp. It kills Thalia. Although Thalia is probably the first card to come out in the mirror or pseudo mirror. But yeah, it seems a little bit weird. It might be sweet though, especially with Gaia's Cradle. I could be pretty freaking sexy. And finally, in amongst all of the weird decisions this list has, one of Renegade Rallier, um, which I assume it's I don't know. I guess that's the reason why this player that 5 was playing two Pride Mages because of Rallier. I mean that kind of makes sense. But at that point, wouldn't you just rather bring something better back? A Knight of Autumn is just like such a much better card than Pride Mage. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really sold on this list. Again, I literally just popped it. I found it in the 5.0s and I just imported it here and made that one change. I didn't want to make many changes because again I wouldn't know what changes to make. Same thing in the sideboard. We see one of Celestial Purge, Containment Priest too. I imagine that maybe Snake and Show it's pretty good right now. In the results that I saw, like the latest challenge was won by Snake and Show. Gravedigger's Cage is an interesting inclusion in our Green Sun Zenith deck. Uh, we'll see how it goes. I do love me some Nissa though. Nissa, I think it's great. It's a very underplayed card in the format in this kind of like green mid-range decks. Nissa is very very sweet. I assume that if you're playing for color Loam, there's just better alternatives. But if you're running green, like I know that Julian was running like multiple Nissas in Elves, and he was very happy with that. Also, Nissa can untap Cradle with the plus ability. Yeah. Yeah, this one I literally streamed Amulet exclusively for the past 2 weeks, so I kind of wanted to do something that I haven't done in over a month, which is stream some Legacy. I know that is going to probably mean that I will have less viewers than usual, but it's nice. I like to stream. I mean, it's not like I make a living from streaming, so I want to have some fun too. And I think I really love this kind of green white style decks in Legacy. The only thing is, I imagine that we just cannot beat True Nemesis. That's just not a card we're beating. We have like one Council's Judgment and that's it to deal with it. So yeah, that doesn't seem nearly enough, but it's fine. And again, I have no idea what the current meta is, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so this is the list. This list has a lot of questions, and hopefully we will find some answers right now. Fortunately, I've been doing very very well with Amulet lately, so I have a lot of play points that I can set on fire by playing fun decks. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, here we go. Pizza Pie Bob. I don't think I've ever played with this opponent. Yeah. This is a fine keep on the blind. Just fine, not insane. Just a fine keep. The Canopy Excavator combo, it's pretty sweet. Library is cool. So I guess I will... Basic Swamp basically tells me nothing. If my opponent is on Storm, I'm gonna be sad that I did this, but if my opponent is on Storm, I don't think I can raise them. I can like wait all the way until turn 3 for Teague. So I think it's probably okay to do this. I imagine they're gonna name Swords here. If they're on Storm, they're... Nice. Yeah, I didn't even realize that my opening suggested... My opening strongly suggested So I assume that this is the Rector deck. So it's like Nick Fit but with Academy Rector. It's kind of weird that they let on this. I think I want to library here. And I can Swords next turn. I can still not interrupt their stuff, so I can just do this. Let's play library and pass the turn. Wasteland would be a cool draw, so we can start getting the Wasteland lock going. Yes, that's what I said. So put this on top, put this on top, or should I pay life for this? Yeah, I probably want to pay life. I'm not going, like, my life total is not going to be under duress. This matchup seems very bad for us, especially now they're going to get the Veteran Explorer. Yep. So we're going to flashback, therapy, naming, swords. So I can't hit their Academy Rector. And now Wasteland cannot, yep. I would like to shuffle away those cards and get my 2 basics. The nice thing now is that my opponent will not have a way to kill the... they're not gonna have a good way to sack their Rector here. So that part is pretty good for me. Recruiter of the Guard. There's the Rector. Yes. Wow, this is some awful finds. Yeah, we're drawing very poorly here. Put this on top. Put this on top. This is very, very bad. Wasteland doesn't do anything. I know what my top card is, so I don't want to draw it. So I think I prelate plus Stig here. What do I name it with prelate though? I think it's gonna be on 2. Because 2 it's going to be the enchantment that makes them sack a dude. If they have Cabal Therapy, they get me, but also 1 is Swords, so I don't want to lock myself out of casting Swords to Plowshares. We have so much mana, we don't need this right. If they want to trade, this is perfectly fine. Also, we can get it back with Excavator. Yeah, we seem to be in a very bad spot. We seem to be in quite a bad spot. Ugh, they just naturally top deck the Fire Action Tower, yep. Yeah, we're dead now. And a Scavenging Ooze would have saved us, but with things as they are right now, I cannot beat this. Yep. Yeah, we were not beating that. Okay, Surgical's pretty good. Path. Nah, Path probably not good enough. Cage seems bad. Council's Judgment seems reasonable. Voice out. Celestial Purge? Black or red permanent. So this can exile the one that drains us every turn unless we sack a dude. But that doesn't really seem great. I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. Sword seems pretty good. Ballista, maybe not too much. Knight of Autumn seems great. And it's kind of shitty that neither Pride Mage nor Knight of Autumn really do anything. So that part is pretty sad. In the face of overwhelming splendor, that is. I probably... Do I want... Yeah, I probably want Gideon's, actually. Gideon and Nissa. Since these are, like, literally my only ways to win through an overwhelming splendor. Surgicals are fine. Safekeeper I can take out. And... Thalia can come out. Probably Prelate. Let's try this. This hand is awful. This hand is also awful. But at least it does a little bit of something. Is that good enough? Probably is. Man, this ballista doesn't look great here. Go get my Savannah and I'm probably on the Script Ranger plan, right? So I can Knight next turn? Or should I Thalia? Library also seems enticing. Sorry, Nikevi. Yeah, it's like the one time, the one time in the past month where I didn't play Amulet. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry about that. I think I'm gonna drop Thalia here. Try to make my opponent's turn a little bit worse. Alright, so here I'm going to pass the turn. I cannot make plus mana this turn, so I'm just going to pass the turn, and on the end of turn I will throw down the Script Ranger. No reason for me to show my cards yet. What you got? Recruiter of the Guard. Sure. There's the Rector. Flash this guy in. Land would be okay. Mom. So we're gonna start by attacking. OP takes 3. I don't think my opponent has any way with Thalia in play to sack this Rector this coming turn. So I'm going to use this chance to play my Knight. I'm down on Surgical, but that is fine for this turn probably. I really want to get this Knight going though. Living Wish for... I assume this is going to be the sack land. Knuckle. Okay. So this Knight can get Cradle here, which should be sweet. Cradle is a pretty good way to play around Knuckle. So I can play Mom. So this is one. Yeah, so I'm going to play Mom. Sack Basic Forest for Gaia's Cradle. So this is going to add 4 mana, 5. And I'm going to use 3 to play Sylvan Library. And now I can use 1 to play the Ballista for 1. I could have played the Ballista for 2, but I just think this is gonna be better because I want to leave up Surgical. In order to leave up Surgical because of Thalia, I need to leave this in. So let's do this. And I don't want to serve with Knight this turn. This is going to be 1, 2, 3. They go down to 11, 10. Next turn I have lethal because of the Ballista. Sounds about right. Maybe they will block the Thalia here, which I'm okay with. It's whatever. Alright, there we go. So we're in a decent spot here. I don't think my opponent has Wasteland or anything like that. And if they do, they will need to use this turn to play the Wasteland, and then they can only play Knuckled on the following turn. So yeah, I don't think that Knuckle is going to do anything here. Zenith for 0. So this is going to get Dried Arbor. That's fine, I just concede. Okay, sweet. Alright, that was pretty sweet. I don't think Thalia was that good that game. But yeah, I don't think I don't think that I want anything else though. Path to Exile to ramp them doesn't seem great. Containment Press, they do have green cities, but so do I. So yeah. Python Needle, probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this again. This matchup seems very bad though. Feels like, you know, if they don't draw a if they don't draw like Cabal Therapy slash if they don't draw some kind of like Cabal Therapy thing, we probably have an okay chance. But if they do, like they just did, things get much worse for us. Green Sun Zenith, wow, on the blind. Good choice, opponent. Good choice. Alright, so this means that next turn I can double spell. Which is pretty cool. I wish I could draw something like... What do I want to draw here? Wow, I can even Script Ranger now. It's pretty sweet. Maybe I can get my basics. They're not gonna name Script Ranger, so I'm just gonna let this go. They're gonna name Swords, most likely. Thalia. Alright. Do they have a second therapy? If they have therapy, I'm of course flashing the Scavenger in now. It would be nice to draw Scavenging Ooze would be insane on this board. Because by Scavenging Ooze being in play because of how Academy Rector works, it basically stops them from going off. Okay, there we go. Play my Spirit Ranger, you can take my Swords to Plowshares. Scoos of the top. Green Sun Zenith would also be great. Any of those would be very good. Wasteland is... whatever, I'll take it. It delays them a little bit. They know I have no interaction, so I'm just going to F6. I assume that now they get the stupid Academy Rector. Caracas. Say what? So they discard my Thalia and then they go get Caracas? That does not make a ton of sense for me. So my options here are to go get Scoos, which I think is what I'm gonna do, or to go get Knight. Scoos is what's up. And I'm going to, right now, main phase, get rid of this Cabal Therapy. And then take it from there. Also, this Script Ranger adds mana because it combos very nicely with my Noble Hierarch. Ground Seal. I guess I do want my Scoos to be a little bit bigger. So I'll eat the Veteran Explorer. And I'm going to untap Hierarch. And I'll eat my own Thalia. This makes the clock that much quicker. Now Scoos is not going to be able to do anything though. Still know they have a Caracas in hand. This is another Living Wish for Academy Rector, I assume. Night of Autumn would be great here. We draw another Windswept Heath, which is very, very bad. Sometimes I kind of wish this deck had something like Ebony Township. I guess I'm gonna play the Heath, so I can fetch Arbor and get like one more point of damage in. Evolutionary Leap. Okay. Caracas. Sure. Brutality. Okay. Why didn't they kill my Scriv Ranger? I have no idea. Well, this is very real now. That's pretty sweet. Alright. Lethal you. That was a top deck right there. Oh my. Dude, I love this deck. This deck is great. Just the casual top deck Nissa for lethal. Just no big deal. Just the casual top deck Nissa for lethal. Happens all the time. Alright. Versus Rector, Nick, Fit. This hand is a mulligan. To make it short, just a mulligan. This hand is pretty weird, but I think it's okay. It kind of sucks that we get punished by this guy as Cradle, but I never didn't have it. We got paired against Miracles. Crap. Well, our cards don't do anything. Get a basic Forest, play around back to A6. Play Sylvan, Safekeeper. I really don't know about this card in Maverick. I'm just not sure if that's a card that we can play. It just doesn't seem good enough, really. Yeah, so they are for sure on Miracles. They were representing Counterspell, that's why I didn't want to run my Sylvan library. My hand is awful, and if they have a Counterspell, then I'm very sad. At this point, I think we just need to jam though, because we literally just drew 3 lands in a row, and oh, this is great. This is amazing for me. Wow, alright, I'll take this. Any day of the week. That was so aggressive on my opponent's side. That's just, I don't think that's a good play. I just don't think that's a good play. What is this? Blood Moon. Explosives on 2. Sure. I'm going to get to draw 3 cards from this though, so I'm not really, I mean, I got to resolve it. That's what matters the most. Zenith. Yes. Yeah, I want to keep all of this. Pay 4 for this, pay 4 for this. I just want to draw as many cards as possible. So what I can do here is I can play Rallier off of this Wooded Foothills, and I can get back Wasteland my opponent's Bulk. That seems pretty sweet. Go get another Forest. Rallier, Wasteland. Waste you. They kind of need to blow this up main phase now. Yep. But it's fine. I already drew 3 cards from it. I'm still drawing blanks. Crap. My opponent's on only blue mana. What do I get here? What do I get here? Tracker? Yep. That seems like the correct choice. Alright. I need the swords for this. Like, right now. Sweet. Alright. We got to untap with Tracker. This is pretty sweet. Thalia is very solid right there. Counterspell on this? Yeah, that's probably perfectly fine. I could Zenith for 0 to find the Dried Arbor. This is already a 2-turn clock though. There's no need for me to, like, I think the only way my opponent comes back from this is with a Terminus. And I think I can just get a Knight or something better with this Green Sun Zenith. So there's no need for me to just, like, you know, go on an unnecessarily aggressive plan. So they need to source this, like, right now. Jace will delay the issue a little bit. Yeah. Replay Tracker. Unfortunately, I think, yeah, I'm going to kill the Jace here, though. Because now my opponent can set up Terminus, and I know that it's a 2-turn clock with the Rallier, but this seems way more relevant. I can Zenith for Scoos to set up for lethal next turn. Zenith for Scoos. Oh, Zenith for Teague. That seems way better. Zenith for Teague. Now that means Terminus is not an out for them. Yep, that's basically the lock right there. Opponent concedes. Alright. Gonna bring our anti-control package. We can side out. Stupor Swords to Plowshares. Probably side out the Mace. Raminap is probably the one to go here. Library is amazing. Pride Mage is pretty sweet. Mom has games where it's insane and has games where it's unplayable. Yeah, Telperio, like Green Sun Zenith would be insane. Can you imagine if we had like a card that it's a Dried Arbor in the late game, it's an Azusa when we need ramp, and it's a Primetime in the late game? I mean, it right over in the early game, I meant. And at prime time in the late game. I'm just. It's too much. Can't handle it. Can't handle it. What do we do here? Excavator is probably the. Yeah, it's like everything we could ever want, basically. At that point, I would assume that we would only play like 2 Summoners Pacts. No, I think I would still run like a reasonable amount of snakes because, it's kind of like part of the ramp package. We don't want to make the ramp package worse. But I would for sure only run like 2 Summoners Pact at most. We still want some Summoners Pacts. We still need some Summoners Pacts because we need to be able to get a Titan chain going. But besides that, like if Green Sun Synth got unbanned, whew, it would be great. It would be insane. It's probably like the absolute, probably behind Summer Bloom, I guess. Summer Bloom was probably better for Amulet than actual that Green Sun Zenith, but short of that, Mulligan. This is probably a sad keep. We need lands. Yep, elves would probably be tier 1. I think elves would probably become tier 1. So drawing a Thalia would probably be the best we can do. My opponent's probably setting up Terminus or trying to draw into swords. That's a nice Tundra though. That's a nice art. With the little animals just like walking through the tundra. Yeah, it would be okay in Infect. Like it would be like a noble hierarch, but I don't think Infect would play it as a 4-off though. I think Infect would play it as a 2-off, at most 3. Jeez, my opponent's going off with their cantrips. Preordaining miracles. That's interesting. So next turn we knight. Following turn we Gideon. Seems quite solid. Do I put my opponent on Terminus here? They just brainstorm and didn't fetch. I think I just pass. This might seem like a weird play, but I think at this point, after 2 brainstorm and all of these cantrips, I would expect my opponent to have set up Terminus right there. So yeah, now they fetch, which is fine. Let's see if they tap out here. Council's Judgment. You got it. Alright. Got a force? No force. The 2-2 army shall begin. Monastery Mentor. Okay, so I'm gonna make it 2-2. And I can ballista on. I think it's better for me to attack first. kind of like entice them to play like play one thing, to block and play something. They didn't have the. Ugh. They didn't have the guy last turn, the force of will. So maybe they do not have a force for this Ballista, and Ballista can actually trade with this mentor. Because that would be great. If they block here, of course. They make the block. Sweet. Okay. We fetch for another basic. I'm doing this because I don't want my opponent to like drop back to basics next turn and I just get blown out. They did have the force. Fuck. Pitching back to basics. Wow, they did have the force and the back to basics. I feel very smart right now. This can be rough. Now my opponent can untap. Oh, they just had it all. Okay, so they're gonna deal with my Gideon with this mentor. 1, 2, 3, knight. Yeah, hard cuts force of will mana too. Gross. Gross. Fruity Birdman, thank you very much for that follow. Alright. Not playing around source supplicers. Play out my knight. Play out my knight. Snapcast. Yeah, okay. This is what mentor does. It gets out of hand like this. That is what mentor does. It's such a quick clock. It's an impressive card. It really is. It really is. A disenchant for the. That seems like a very narrow card. Yeah, we're not coming back from this, so let's block it in. Then bringing in disenchant, it's very weird. I guess Pything Needle also. Libraries. Oh, choke. Yeah, okay. Then disenchant makes sense. Never mind. Yeah, I think that my opponent needed to have just a lot of things, and they did. Maybe I should be playing Canonist here. Maybe Canonist is disruptive enough to be worth a slot. Over what? Over some knights, maybe. Knight is basically just like a big dumb dude. It doesn't really do anything. And it's very easy to kill. So having something that's disruptive might be better for us. Yes, thank you very much. I will keep this hand. Hand seems insane, actually. Opponent kept 7-2. It's gonna be a swords. Yep. Okay. Turn 2 Thalia. Turn 3 Library. Seems pretty strong. Maybe setting up Terminus. But that means they cannot counterspell my Sibling Library, which means it's gonna do some serious work. Have you tried Nahiri or Vivian Raid in an Oath of Nissa build of Amulet? I have not. I have not. I think that Nissa... I have tried this Nissa, Vital Force, and I think it's very, very strong. but that's about it. I think Vivian Raid is just gonna be worse Nissa, basically. Vivian is just... It seems lackluster. Oh my god. Yes. I think I'm gonna play Pride Mage and crack my opponent's explosives. That part is clear. Yeah, I'm gonna... Of course, the correct sequencing is to do this first, so we get the Exalted trigger. Blow this up. Now we play Mom. If my opponent somehow set up a Terminus, this is pretty bad, but they did not. Sweet. That's pretty hilarious, actually, that I I played a Casali Primate just to blow up my opponent's explosives. That's a funny sequence. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I've ever done that before. Alright. Library. Give me something good. I think I am interested in Zenith Fatigue here. I think I pay 4 for this. And I put this on top. So this I'm going to put on top for sure. And I think I pay 4 here. It's kind of shitty that Teague blanks my own Nissa. But I can probably win without the Nissa. Now we've seen it for Teague. If it doesn't get countered, of course. And now we have Teague protected by Mom. Which means explosives, another explosive, they cannot play another explosives on 2. Telperio, I don't know if you've played Chromatic Lantern before, like when Summer Bloom was a thing, but I have actually managed to lock my opponents out thanks to Chromatic Lantern. They just dropped an early moon with only a black source. They were playing Grixis. They only had like a basic swamp. They didn't have any blue lands, and I locked my opponent out of playing their counterspells and cantrips with, oh my god. Oh yeah, they top deck the Terminus and they can't cast it because of Teague. That's great. This is not great though. This one not so great. Voice is reasonable. So what do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? Voice is a very reasonable card, so is Canonist. Playing another Mom on this board seems also very, very strong. I feel like I want a Canonist here though. So I'm going to, I guess, leave these on top, draw these 2, and play Hierarch, Mom, Canonist. So leave this on top, pay 4 here. white, green. And I'm gonna serve with the Teague since the Thalia blocks better. And they would need to like double block in order to kill it. And then I can Canonist, which should lock them just a little bit further. Also makes Snap a do nothing card. It means so the mentor cannot get out of hand. Oh, disenchant. Oh, I can just like give these per white. This is great. Actually, they just wasted a disenchant. Per white. In fact, now I can even block their attack for free now. Yep. Well, that just happened. Oh my god, this is like the worst attack I've ever seen. Is this correct? I guess they killed my Thalia? But I'm pretty excited to make this straight, right? Yeah, I'm pretty excited to make this straight here. My opponent cannot outgrow this now, because they already played their spell for the turn. So they can't do anything about this. Yeah, I think they kind of messed up here. No, there's no Stoneforge package in this list. Which is very interesting, actually. I am pretty tempted to just like play Knight just to gain 4. That doesn't seem bad at all. Yes. This one's pretty good. So I guess I'm drawing this one then. Yep. I messed up. I should have paid with Noble Hierarch. So now they better find another disenchant, because otherwise... Woo! Pew 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 pew! Alright, so that just happened. Gotta update the record. Yeah, it's a very weird Maverick list, actually. There's no Stoneforge package. There's 2 main deck Ballistas. And then there's like a bunch of like value dudes. I'm just... It's just so weird that... I guess this is... I imagine now that the Ballistas are... The Ballistas are kind of like a way to not lose the mirror, because like the Stoneforge package is just such a huge deal in the mirror match. So maybe that's why we see the 2 main deck Ballistas. So that would make sense. Also, this hand is really good. So that's the turn. Actually, I'm going to... I think I'm going to count this as a different thing. So I'm going to call this No Stone. Can call this No Stone Maverick. Really, opponent? You're gonna let me untap with this? They already have a Wasteland in place, so there's really not much use in me playing around Wasteland. So I'll just get a second one. So we 2-1 versus Rector Nick Fit. And we 2-1 Miracles. They're on Eldrazi. Chalice on 1, sure. Alright, so I waste their waste, go get another waste them again. Sounds about right. Do I want to sin it for 2? Oh, I can actually just do this. Just go get another knight. How do they even beat this? And next turn is game over. Sounds like a solid start. Matter Reshaper? 4 mana, thought not. Whatever. Mimic? Oh, this is much better for me. Double Mimic. How am I ever going to beat that? Maybe with a single Walking Ballista? Oh man. So, first order of business. Let's blow this up. So if I sack Savannah, go get Cradle, that would add 3 mana, 4. So it's the same as if I play the Prelate and then go get Cradle and add 4 mana. So that seems like a better play. Prelate on 7 for all its dust. What can happen here? Dismember? Dismember is the only thing that can happen, so 3. Gaia's Cradle. This way I get protected from Thought Knot. Kill that one. Yep. So that was something. I'm loving this deck. I'm having a very good time here. Path seems good. It's kind of shitty to bring 1-drops against my opponent's Chalice of the Void deck. But just Swords and Path seems so good. Thalia seems also horrendous. Boys, I guess, chumps. Dig is also very bad. I guess they can have all this dust. We can prelate for 7. Oh, Legacy. Oh, Legacy. I feel like I want these guys, though. And maybe Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle can name Endbringer. But that's about it. Yeah, I'd rather kill the Endbringer. And both of them get hosted by Chalice, so it's not like it makes a difference. Okay, so I'm really gonna miss the Stoneforge package in this matchup. Really gonna miss it here, but what can you do? Yeah, solid opener. Solid opener. We are 100% going for turn 1 Arbor. That part we know. We got Knight for a potential Chalice. They kept the card on top. Turn 1 Matter Reshaper. Holy crap! How am I ever gonna beat that? Every time anybody casts a Matter Reshaper, I just cannot I cannot help but to picture Pisoli in my head, just like, or Voice of Resurgence. Pisoli loves those cards. So I'm going to excavate here. And next turn we can do some stuff on some things. We got triple removal spell in hand. Sure, Reality Smasher. So this means I'm gonna take a bunch here. And I will probably die to Walking Ballista, but then I untap and I can deal with all my opponent's threats. So this is probably just fine. So I replay Foothills, I Swords this guy, Path this guy. If my opponent has a second Smasher, I die, but that's pretty much it. So let's start here. Okay. So with this card land, now we can get it back with Excavator. We play Hierarch. Now we have multiple blockers. Let's see if we can manage to stabilize. We're in a rough spot. We're not in the best spot. Alright, if they don't have a second... I can even beat Smasher too. It's a little bit more annoying to beat Smasher, but I can still do it. And also my opponent is showing me that they do not have Ballista, which is great. Block here, because it's free. I get another Savannah, Source, that guy. That was not a great attack. That was a solid draw though. And we got the lock. I think I'm just going to play the knight here, just so I don't randomly die. So I'm just gonna game 4. And I'm going to serve with the Excavator since the Excavator is not blocking, so might as well. Wow, both of these games played out amazingly for us. Wasteland Lock coming online next turn, unless they deal with my Excavator somehow. Ballista on 1, that ain't gonna do it. Simply ain't gonna do it. Simply ain't gonna do it. Now I can actually serve with the knight, so the Excavator can do its thing. And I still have Council's Judgment in hand for whatever crazy thing my opponent might do. Yeah, this is just it just feels unfair at this point. This simply feels unfair. Oh my god. What do I get back? Just so much value. Yep, there we go. Okay, I am impressed. This list has been absurdly smooth so far. Versus Eldrazi. I'm impressed. Maybe it's just like no Stoneforge Maverick is just the way to go. Maybe. Also, what happened with with Eulanden? Is he just not... Wow, I guess he's not playing Legacy anymore. Because I'm positive that he would at least have one trophy. Yeah, right? Square mid. It's just the life we live. Just the life we live. Yeah, I think some of the choices are very sketchy. Only 3 Thalias, only 3 Moms, Sylvan Safekeeper. Like, what? I guess this would be like 4th Mom. I mean, it's just... I guess it's like a Mom that we can't see it for, right? It can grow knights at will. It can trigger revolt at will. I guess it has some things. It just seems weird in the deck. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it really... Maybe it is really worth it. I'm not sure though. This is unfortunately a mulligan. This is also unfortunately a mulligan. Spoke too soon. Said that the deck was super smooth, and then of course got punished. So this is great against Storm. Like maybe some other combo deck, but that's about it. I guess I put it on top and I lead on Windswept Heath. No, I can't lead. Okay, I'll just risk it. I'm gonna draw it. Because I definitely want to play Mom turn 1. Please tell me you're playing a combo deck. No Bolt. Okay. I guess maybe they are playing a combo deck. If that's the case, we're gonna jam. Let's go! I guess I'm not gonna... I might regret the... I might regret not doing this. They're on Delver? What the hell? Really? They're on Delver and I didn't kill my mom? I mean, I'm jamming this, right? They didn't daze my Ballista on 1 when they had a Delver? Okay, they're looking for... Daze here. Rug Delver. The downside to all of this is my opponent is on Rug Delver, so they're probably playing Turnip Nemesis, which is a card we cannot realistically beat. So that part is rough. Okay. Serve here. Do I kill this Delver? It is 100% flipping, right? Because my opponent just brainstormed. So do I want to kill this Delver? I think the answer is yes. Yeah, a true name here is going to be so bad for me. Yep, that's a card I can't beat. The good thing is that they will not be able to like race me with they're not gonna be able to race me with stuff like, so what I mean is right now I'm winning the race against this true name, right? Because their bolts are locked out. So my opponent cannot really attack here. Do I swing with Prelate though? What can my opponent have? Do they have something like Fire Ice? Sincho, it's actually just deck. There you go. Do I want to get the 2 damage here? I think I'm going to pass. Another Volk. Second true name. Second true name would be a beating. Tarmogoyf. Goyf is fine. Oh no, actually Goyf is not fine. I cannot cast swords. Knight? Fucking Teague, sure. Ugh. If I'm gonna have a chance in this race, I just cannot protect with Mom anymore. They got it, they got it. Green, whites. Scoos would be insane. What else would be insane? That means this means I don't need to play around force, which is nice. Take 3. That's not awful. So what I can... So I can get owned by Dace if I do this. But if I wanted to kind of turn the tables on him and start winning the race, because I can start swinging for 4 a turn, which would be a 4-turn clock, versus my opponent's also 4-turn clock, but I'm gonna be ahead for 1 turn. What I can do is I can swing with them all and then bounce and replay like something like my Gadoctic, for example. Dace absolutely destroys me though. Maybe I should have done that before I actually used the wasteland. That was a mistake. I was like too hasty to like blow up my opponent's Volk. I could have played around Dace easily. Because Caracas can do like pseudo vigilance for these guys. Give this for green. I need to draw like a knight or something like that. Let's go with this. Whatever they block, I will bounce and replay. No Dace, that's good. Shit. True name is pretty freaking good. Night, another wasteland. Alright, so I can actually start doing what I was saying I was gonna do. Maybe I should have not played around days last turn. Of course, I'm mostly the one that I don't really care that much about. Green and white. Give me a knight, please. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knight of the top. Knight of the top one time. Ugh. That's gross. This one's not bad. I should have done this on combat. I messed it up. Yep, I messed it up. I should have done this on combat. Green, white, and 1. The D draw the fucking days. I still need to do it anyway because I needed to enable revolt somehow. Or maybe I just play it, you know, as is. So now we go down 1. They take 4 and we lose the race. Yeah, this card is fucking insane. Stupid card. I don't even know what I'm hoping to draw here. Let's say they don't flip this. They don't flip this. I take 3, block, and I can only have one of my dudes survive. I don't think I can win this anymore. Yeah, I don't think I win this anymore. I just cannot beat this card. That was shitty. Give me some of this. Give me some of this. Purge is black or red. That doesn't help. Canonist is nice. Judgment is nice. I'm not sure about bringing in the Planeswalkers. I just don't think they're gonna be very castable. I'm pretty much into the Thalia plan, making their stuff worse. So I don't think that that bringing in the walkers is gonna help me in that sense. Teak of course comes out. I bring my lone answer to True Nemesis comes in. Prolate on 1 seems pretty solid. Safekeeper. Man, all of that game was about me drawing a Knight of the Reliquary. If I at any point had drawn a Knight, I think I would have won that game. Okay, too many good cards. You probably side out at least one swords because path is better. There also, yeah, I'm gonna side out two swords. Path seems like a strict upgrade over swords since it doesn't give them life, and they have like their threats are basically path and swords only are gonna kill Delvers and Goyfs. That's it. So I don't want that many of that effect, since I'm not gonna be able to catch neither Mungus nor the stupid Tornado Nemesis. Prelate on 1 seemed pretty good that game. In fact, I'm gonna slide another swords. Maybe take out all the swords? Nah, that can't be right. Voice is mediocre, but probably alright. Pride Mage is probably bad. I'm still gonna need leaving the Knight because it's flexible enough that it might be worth it. But I'm definitely I'm not gonna need this besides like a Python Needle, naming Knight or a Query or something. And I can probably side out one Zenith, maybe two. Since it's gonna be pretty freaking slow. This hand is very, very slow and very, very bad against specifically Daze. Maybe my opponent sided out Daze on the draw. Guess I'm gonna keep it. Also, is the question: do I want to play around Stifle or do I want to play around Wasteland? I think I'm gonna play around Wasteland. I could do both if I get any green source, but then I get punished some other way. Okay, we have follow. Big Daddy Snow, thank you very much for following. Alright. Get another Savannah here. And Blathalia. My opponent wants to Daze this. I'm actually quite happy. Because that means that they're going to be behind one land drop. And if they don't, that means that they're going to, after I waste them, they're not going to be able to cast their spells. So that's also pretty good for me. Unless this is just a bolt, which is also just okay, just fine. I'm gonna try to save this judgment for True Name Nemesis. This guy is way easier for me to deal with. Fetch land would be nice. Knight of Autumn. Huh. I really don't want to play the Knight on this board because it dies to just like my opponent's Lightning Bolt. I guess I'm going to play a 4-3. Next turn I can probably play Excavator plus Heath and guarantee some value of this Excavator. Again, if my opponent wants to Daze this, I'm very, very happy. Yeah, I don't want my Excavator to die to a Lightning Bolt. That's why I'm trying to save up the Excavator. Thanks for being here, James Kapspakapan. I think that the 2+1/+1 counters are going to be better for now. Because it's kind of going to tempt my opponent to bolt in this instead of this or this. And if they want to spend a bolt on my Knight of Autumn, I'm A-okay with that. You gotta brainstorm. Yeah. Well, I usually when I play Excavator, I play it right next to Azusa, so it's kind of weird. to play it with no Azusa, but I guess it can be a thing. You solve Brainstorm. Do you play what? Goif? Okay. This is going to wait out the days for sure. In fact, maybe because of that, yeah, because of that I should have just played this goose there. Actually, I should probably attack there. That's the fucking true name. Let me trade, please. No, okay. I think I'm gonna use this turn to play my knight. I think I'm going to use this turn to play out my knight. And then next turn I'm going to Judgment with knight already in play. Now knight is a 4-4, potentially a 5-5. In case of necessity I can make it a 6-6 too. They kept in force? Force, pitching force. OG art force too. Nice. Good for them. Okay. Also, the Council's Judgment will make the Goif a 4-5, meaning that I cannot trade anymore. So that's also something that I wanted to... Ugh. Shit. Immediate punishment by my opponent casting a Ponder. Top decking another knight would be amazing. They chose to shuffle, by the way. Top decking another knight would be amazing. This knight, not this knight. This knight. But worst case scenario, next turn I play Goose and I start eating my opponent's stuff. I'm gonna take 7 this turn though. And if my opponent lets me, I'm gonna trade with this Mongoose. Actually, the only thing I care about here is staying alive. If I make it to the late game, I think I'm gonna be very favored. Yep, okay. My opponent doesn't want to trade. That's okay with me. It's a good one. So I pay 2 Scriv Ranger. Bounce Savannah, replay Savannah. And play Scoos? Or do I just like play Scoos and get it out of bolt range? Next turn I'm taking 1, 2, 3 for sure because my opponent did not shuffle with their ponder. So this Delver is flipping for sure. So I'm taking potentially 7, 8, 9, 10. Up to 11, 12. Yeah, I think this is going to be better. This is going to just save me more damage. Because this will just straight up block the... Delver. And it will force my opponent into bolting the Goose. I imagine they're gonna flip with a lightning bolt. Forked bolt. Okay, so they can kill Scriv Ranger or they can kill... No, they can just kill Scriv Ranger. 1 and 1. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. So I need to block both. Um, I guess I can just jump here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I go down, gain 1. I go down to 1. Next turn, I can waste their Volk. Yeah, I don't think I can win anymore. Yeah, I don't think I can win anymore. That force on Knight was actually massive. Imagine if I had a Knight here and I could have like gotten a Cradle. That force on Knight was insane. And again, I'm still, sitting with my answer to True Name, but it's just I'm just not quick enough to deploy it. Yeah, I just don't think I can win anymore. I just don't think I can win anymore. I just played out for the lols. Another Delver. Where were you? Where were you all this time when my opponent was playing 3 Ponders in 1 turn? Yep. This game. Yeah, this happened because I said that the deck had been super smooth. This is just karma coming back to bite me. Rakdelver is a very, very weird matchup though. It's very, very hard. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna try to see what my food situation is looking like. Still waiting. Well, all right. So thanks everybody who's watching right now. My name is Francisco. I stream a lot of Modern and Legacy on this channel. If you haven't done so yet, you can hit that follow button, which should be right up there. If you're watching on a computer, if you're watching on your phone, then the follow button, I have no idea where it is. But yeah, you can. It's gonna be free, and you can get notifications whenever I go live, so you can catch the stream. If you are really enjoying the stream, you can subscribe to the channel. Which, by the way, if you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, both of which are the same, you get 1 free subscription every month. And if you subscribe to the channel, you can help support the channel while also getting this beautiful Primeval Titan emote. In case you're not aware, we play a lot of Amulet here. A lot of Amulet. Actually, if you want to catch some of those previous streams, you can go to that YouTube channel right there. I upload all my VODs, and you can find them in the description. They're always timestamped, so you can jump straight to whichever matchup you want to see. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, I got my Twitter, which should show up right there, but you can also see that on screen. It's fpolos mtg. And I always post whenever I'm going live, and I always also share whichever deck I'm going to be playing and what format as well. And if you want to join the Amulet Discord, you can do that with that link. We are always talking all things Amulets, and it's actually a quite active Discord, and you can find the link over there, and you can join anytime you want. We're drawing a lot of non-mana producing lands here. Sure, keep these 4. So at this point, I don't think I can play around anything. My opponent has a Wasteland, they have a Wasteland. If they have a Wasteland, they win. Gonna give it to them. Okay. Speaking of Wastelands, I think I'm fine with this, whatever. I'm just going to be jamming while I can. Blue and black. Maybe a fatal push for this mom. I would suspect that my opponent is on Storm though. And if they are on Storm, then I think it's a better use of my turn to just serve than to try to protect anything. It's kind of funny that if we draw Teague off the top or Green Sun Zenith, we just win, I think. Yep, they are on Storm. Alright, I moved to 4. And it didn't work out, which is understandable. Yep. They are on test, they're not on the other one. What I'm trying to say, freaking, they're not on test, they are on Ant. Do I want the Purge? I think I probably want... I think I might actually want the Purge because of Dread of Night. Is that correct? Do I want the Purge because of Dread of Night? Or would I rather just have Council's Judgment? Yeah, I probably want this. Okay, what do I not want? Well, this does seems pretty bad too. Okay, let's go with this. Sure. So I'm assuming my opponent will Thoughtseize me on turn 1, take my Thalia. But that means that on turn 3 I can Teague them. All of this with Mom backup. In fact, I'm not really sure I want a Thalia on turn 2 because Dread of Night is basically game. Nah, I need to Thalia here. This World Breaker is weird. Where did I... Dr. Peter Punt, where are you reading World Breaker? What did I miss? Did I mess something up? That makes sense. Solid draw. I think I probably serve for one here. Again, I'm not protecting anything this turn, so might as well. I don't think I fetch for... Well, now I am going to be protecting Teague, so... They just conceded. Yeah, they knew that Teague was coming. Okay, game 3. Is it? I literally... Did I forget to update? I think I did, right? It should be Legacy, Knights of all sizes and seasons. Sorry, Dr. Peter Pan, if I misled you into joining this non-world breaking amulet. Non-world breaking stream. My bad. It wasn't? That's weird. Interesting. So then... Crap. Alright, so sorry about that. Very sorry about that. Yeah, I honestly don't have this one on paper either, so... keep. I'm slowly building it though. I'm still missing too many pieces though. Too many pieces. Is this a turn 1? Ugh. Well, this is frustrating. Dying on turn 1 sucks. No petals, no petals, no petals. No petals, let's go. Oh, they had one black mana floating? Oh, yeah, I'm actually like legit dead. Sweet, okay. So we died. In this very interactive game of Magic. Yep. So I guess it was 3-2. That's very unfortunate. I mean, there was no way that we were winning that match anyway. So yeah, it's sad. The list felt pretty sweet though. The list felt pretty sweet. Is there anything I want to change? I am very unimpressed by this card. Feels awful in the combo matchups. I think I would want a 4th Thalia before the first of that. Rallier was fine. The one of Prelate was whatever. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Update the stream decker. Zero voices, 4 Thalias. Yeah, there's just no way that Voice of Resurgence is a legacy card. That's just oh my god, we got paired against the same person. Shit. Alright, so we're gonna play against Storm again. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna keep these every time. Turn 1 Dry Diver feels bad, man. Bye bye Thalia. Yeah, I'm leading on Arbor because, I mean, I can't see it for anything anyway, so might as well. Turn 3 Teague. Seems to me like it's gonna be just a little bit too slow. If we get there, though, that should be game. And my opponent cannot get... I mean, they will need 2 Duresses. Yep, that's one of the Duresses. We're gonna need 3 Duresses. Alright. EOT Script Ranger. Next turn. Fetch Teague. See what happens. If we survive, of course. That is. Doesn't seem like we're going to survive. Oh, they are on Tess. They are on Tess. Good to know. It's also, if we are in a like very dire situation, we can oof. I imagine they're gonna empty for a bunch. I'm feeling dead. Oh. Oh, they just had the ritual. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Is it gonna happen? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, this is too exciting. This is too exciting. Yeah, they still have a lot of cards in hand, I guess. But, I don't know, this is just too great. We survived that one, and my opponent has no more... maybe they kill us anyway, but this was just hilarious, though. Oh, okay, so it's a new league for my opponent. So they were an ant last match. That makes sense. Oh, they're at 21, so I guess they can Thoughtseize me like a million times. This is fine. Okay. Are we dead anyway? Ah, that's so sad. I was so excited. Oh, they have the grape shot. I think. Yeah, they still have the grape shot. Okay, got me. Got me. Yeah. Against Tess in particular, Teague is not GG. Because they can grape shot you to death. So that is also something to take into account. Also, Grafdigger's Cage is not as bad because they don't often go for the passing flame skill. Give me 1 second. Also, Graveyard Hate is not as good against this. Oh, Mace, get out of here. Chokes, maybe? They can very easily play through Choke, though. Everything is bad, like, everything in this sideboard is just awful here. Needle doesn't do anything. If we had Revoker, that would be good, but we do not. We still need one more card. Okay, what's the least bad card in this sideboard? This to deal with. Dread of Night. Yeah, Choke is just Uncage or just not good enough against us. Sure, I'll keep this. So this is turn 2 Teague. Or turn 2 Prelate. Both of which are pretty reasonable. I'm going to probably Prelate on turn 2. And Prelate on 2 is the sweet spot against Hess. It's also kind of shitty the fact that we cannot really beat an empty with this list, because usually with regular Maverick, if your opponent goes for the empty plan, your equipment gets you out of that. You either go get a Batterskull and then you start slowly mowing down their stupid tokens, or you get a Jite and you do the same thing. Chrome Mox. So the fact that they brainstorm instead of ponder says to me that they do have a fetch line in hand. Because if they are looking for a land, then ponder is just much better than the brainstorm. Is this an empty kill? Yeah, they're going for empty. Yeah, this is an empty kill. Not much I can do about this. Dark Petition. So I cannot stop their thing, so I might as well let this go. Okay. Yeah, and I didn't want to add to the storm count, so that's why I didn't get anything. And you see why I was saying that Surgical is just not as good against this deck. How do we beat this? How do we beat this? Scoos doesn't get enough life. Aurelier ramps me, but that's about it. Yeah, I don't think I can beat this. Alright, they got me. 16 gobos on turn 1. Yeah, the Tess matchup looked very, very bad. So the key difference between Tess and Storm is that Tess is more of an Empty the Warrens deck, while Ant is more of a Tendrils deck. So there are certain key cards that are good against one, but not really that good against the other one. Okay. So I'm keeping this because we're gonna get to do some interesting tricks if we are unimpeded and this hand is like pure gas. So I'm going to go fetch a Savannah and then Zenith for Arbor. And then I'm going to play Scrib Ranger, and off of these 2 lands I'm going to get to play Scrib Ranger and Thalia next turn, which should put us in a reasonable spot. Any kind of interaction breaks this, but I'm not here to play around things. It's not what I'm doing here. Bolt, push, dismember, all of those should be pretty good here. But then if I top deck a land, I probably am okay anyway. Ugh, Burden Catacombs usually means interaction. Interaction, not good for me. Womp womp. Bye bye, Scrib Ranger. I guess if this is Storm, turn 2 Thalia, it's still probably decent enough. Let's see what they take. If this is Grixis or something like that, then I'm going to assume they take the Scrib Ranger. They take the Knight. Interesting. Untap this, bounce this, replay this, Thalia. Who needs lands when you can have Scrib Ranger? Next turn I can add again up to 4 mana, which means Hierarch plus Library. Should be quite strong. This is quite a solid opener though. Quite a solid opener. How's everybody doing in chat over there? Ugh, ugly swamp. What are everybody's thoughts on this list? It seems very interesting, really. We'll see how it actually plays out. This is an interesting thing that my opponent has going on over there. Because Wasteland is kind of blanked by this, I'm going to actually play out the Noble Hierarch here. Where can you see the whole list? Right here. It's kind of weird playing Maverick with no Stoneforge. It's kind of weird, but we'll see. Also, my opponent is on... What are they on? Are they on like that Loam deck or whatever? So main phase, let's start with this. And then let's go with this. Note that I'm attacking with both, so if my opponent wants to kill the Thalia, or if they want to kill the Thalia, they at least they take 1 damage. Because of the Noble Hierarch, the Thalia attacking would also be 3, but I mean, I'm not blocking anything my opponent's doing, right? And if I wanted to block anything, I can just like untap the Script Ranger, and I'm still fine. Maybe they are on BG depths. If they're on depths, them running Wasteland is weird. So far, I'm putting them on Loam Pox. Yeah, Peter Pan. It's definitely in my wheelhouse as well. I kind of love it. Decay my library. Is that what's coming up? Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Barring something like a Toxic Deluge. Okay, so they are on depths. So they are indeed on depth. So that's gonna be my Swords to Plowshares dying. Knight. Safekeeper. Hierarch. So here they go to 7. Oh, so this must be the list. There was a list that I saw that was kind of like a mid-range depths. Like people used to play the slow depths deck. So instead of Pithing Needle, it was running Loams and Dark Confidants and stuff like that. I don't remember if that list was running crop rotation though. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so 4 crop rods, 3 safekeepers, some loams. Knight would be very cool here, because it would mean lethal damage on the following turn. Tigre. So they attack, I block, so I don't die. And then on my next turn I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but they can wasteland my 6th. So it's not really doing much. Let's say I attack with this, and they block the Thalia because it's the one that deals the most damage. That means they take 1, they're going down to 6. and on my next turn I can replay the Thalia and replay the Teague, and I will have 1, 2, 3. So it doesn't really add any damage. 6. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 damage. They block the Thalia. I second main replay. Yeah, I think that's my only out. So I'm basically chump attacking with this Thalia. I should have probably main phase the Teague. Now my opponent can wasteland this. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I should have played the Teague on my first main using the Savannah, so next turn on second main I can do whatever I want. I can actually have enough mana in case they block the Thalia here, which I assume is what they're going to do. But if they decide to waste my Savannah right now, then I'm actually in trouble. Oh, this is fine. Take 3. So I guess they just have a decay. That's what this means. They just have a decay for my Script Ranger, and they're gonna kill me with that. Decay or Assassin's Trophy does it. They can just serve for lethal. But I just, I just gave myself the best out, I think. I think I just gave myself the best out. They could just have Surgery Step, and then I don't even know what game I'm playing right now, but it's all about trying to figure out the best possible scenario, I guess. How can, I try to manage to create a situation where I might come on top? Not looking great though. Not looking great. It's like a Kraken, right? Avatar. Kind of looks like a Kraken, yeah. It's pretty freaking sweet, actually. Lies dreaming, not dead. When will she awake from her icy prison? Come on, opponents. This is a very mean slow roll if they are slow rolling me. They either have it or they do not. Finally. Alright. Okay, my dude. Let's do this quickly, please. Yeah, my opinion, Peter Pan, my opinion on... What? Okay. My opinion on Warbreaker is that it's simply too slow for Modern, really. It has some scenarios where it's sweet. In the leagues that I played, there were multiple situations where World Breaker was pretty awesome, but that's not really, the usual situation. Usually you will have a World Breaker in your hand that in the face of a Blood Moon or something like that you're not going to be able to cast, and that being the case, you probably want Rex Sage in your main deck over World Breaker. Okay, how does Wasteland change things here? I can force my opponent's Wasteland on Dryad Arbor. Does that do anything? If I attack and they block here, they take lethal. So if I attack with everything, they have a forced block on this, and they need to waste my Arbor. Is that correct? I swing with 1, 2, 3, 4. They need to block either Thalia or Teague. Yeah, this is fine, right? Then I untap Scrive Ranger in response to my opponent wasting my Dryad Arbor. Yeah, this seems reasonable. Yeah, I think I've maneuvered into a situation that favors me. So, Scrive Ranger, untap Scrive Ranger, bounce Arbor. So they have a forced block on either of these. I assume that they get Teague, because I think they know about my second Thalia. I'm not sure. Yeah, they do. I'll go down to 1. And this Wasteland is effectively checking this Dryad Arbor. Damadim V1, thank you very much for that subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Enjoy your emotes. Let's get some hype in the chat. Alright. Thank you very much for supporting the stream. I still need to find the... Once we get to enough subscribers for me to get more emotes, my immediate next emote is gonna be a Knight of the Reliquary. Just too strong. We can't do both. That's what I'm trying to figure out here, right? We either play the Arbor or we play the Wasteland. If we waste, their hand is a Verdant Catacomb, which does nothing. And they have also Depths, which also does nothing. So I think I'm going to waste their waste anyway. What that means is that they need to already have another source that is neither of these, and it's going to prevent them from casting Abrupt Decay on my Scrive Ranger unless they have another untapped non-fetchland source. So they cannot kill my Scrive Ranger. And I should have lethal next turn. So I still think the correct play is to waste their waste. Yeah, crop rotation also wins for them here, because they can crop rot for Sigiri Step and give pro green to the Merit Lage. And I just die anyway. So it's crop rotation, Fatal Push, or land into Decay, or Assassin's Trophy. I think those are their 3 options. I don't think they play anything else. I don't think they play something like Collective Brutality or anything like that. Let's check it out. I guess what they can do is they can play like a second dude, and they are not dead this turn, so they have one more turn to draw into something. Screeve Ranger is the nuts against Merit Lage. And sometimes you get like Screeve Ranger plus Mom going, and that is basically infinite blockers for the Merit Lage and multiple Mom activations, which is amazing. Teehee. No slow rolling there. I just sometimes you just get there. Merrick Lage is black, so I want Celestial Purge. I probably want Surgicals. I'm not really sure about this actually. I think I probably do want Surgicals because I have Wasteland. Outskill. However, though, I think that there was a lot of thinking involved in that matchup. I think it could have gone either way. I think it could have very easily gone either way. I think we managed to find a line that put me in the best possible spot, clearly. But I don't think it was. I don't think it was really that cut and dry. I think it was actually very interesting. Prelate on 2. Is that even worth it? Is that even worth it? It stops Loam, it stops scrying, stops Loam, stops decay, which is pretty relevant. This is actually a cool list. I might stream this list at some point. I will definitely play it a little bit beforehand because this kind of deck is very, very hard to play. Yeah, crazy ship. I know you were just messing around. But it's still very cool. Like these are the kind of games that I very much enjoy when playing this deck. It's like you never have very cut and dry matchups. It's a very slow kind of try to figure out what the best possible line is and how to put yourself in the best possible situation in order to come out ahead. Knuckle is 100% coming in. Ballista seems bad. Needle seems meh. Prelate, it's probably Prelate on 1 is probably the way to go. Prelate on 1 stops Crop Rot, on 2 it stops Loam, Library and stuff. Nah. Tracker seems nice. Rallier seems also pretty nice. Screeve Ranger, as you guys saw, it's the nuts. Quickly. Probably one Zenith and one Thalia. Caracas, Wasteland. Yes, please. Tenwar Moxon is scary. Turn 1 Mox is very scary. I assume they're playing Surgery instead, right? Yeah, they are. Just a one-off. Okay, good to know. Loam or Bob? Okay, Bog and Verdant. Yeah, it's kind of shitty that our only white source is the Caracas, but we can probably rally the Caracas back down the road. Ugh. They dredge Loam and they find a Wasteland. That's super painful. Drawing Surgical would be nice here. I imagine they're gonna waste my Caracas. Yep. Surgical for the Loams is gonna be nice, otherwise we're just gonna die to my opponent's Loams. They're gonna use their mana on on getting back Loam, so that's why I don't mind attacking with Mom. I mean, if they spend this turn killing the Mom, that gives me a chance to resolve something like a Silver Library or whatever. Burning Catacombs. So they have a Bog and a Loam in hand. Yeah, it's interesting that they didn't like just waste my waste. I can't kill anything from them, so. So we have a more, we have a waste, and we have a catacomb. More, waste, catacomb. Yep, it's a pretty good one. Land? We can probably concede here. Yeah, so my opponent's playing Dread of Night, which is interesting. Makes me want to have Thalias even less. In fact, I probably want to go on this plan instead. Let's try this. Let's go with this. Yeah, I don't think I was beating that draw from my opponent, not with mine. I'm actually very interested in having some kind of not Python Needle, some kind of basics going on my side. Because my opponent does not seem to be running Ghost Warriors. It's Wasteland or Bust. Cool. Nissa Vital Force returning Caracas or something like that could be sweet too. Oh. How many followers does it say? There we go. 358. That's, we're actually somehow at 383. Damn. Well, thanks everyone for following. Almost 400 followers. Hell yeah. I will update that later. But yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate everybody's support. I really appreciate everybody that's hanging out here today, playing some Legacy. How much do I want to keep something like this? I probably do. Basic Plains into Mom. Actually, I could have played Savannah there. That's probably better. Dread of Night would be pretty brutal here, but it's probably still fine. If they have a Mox Diamond draw, then I'm in a little bit of trouble. Hopefully Skoo's protected by Mom. It's good. Yeah, there's the Mox Diamond. There's Adepts. Well, if we draw Surgical and my opponent doesn't loam this back right now, like they really played into Surgical right here. I'm not able to punish them, but man, that's a risky proposition right there. That's very, very risky. Yeah, that's a loam. Depths, Catacombs. Yeah, this is rough. This is very, very rough. I need to not draw any more lands. Huh, so they're gonna let me exile Loam? Do they have Barrymore? Give these pro black for this turn. That means I can at least exile the Loam. And I'm not going to exile the Loam until my opponent is tapped out, because they can bury more in response. That would be pretty bad. Okay, it's not awful. Get the Loam right now. And then start serving. Start trying to shorten the clock as much as possible. Another basic forest here. Eat my mom. This is a good card though. This is a very, very good card. Robert. Good old Robert. Okay, so they might very easily have the combo right here. Some removal would be nice. Wasteland would also be nice. Guess I'm gonna drop down an excavator. So here the combo kills me anyway, right? If they have crop rotation into the combo, so there's no reason for me not to attack with Scavenging Ooze here. If they do have the combo, they're gonna get a free block here. If they don't have the combo, then they take 3 damage. So sure. Okay, so that means they don't have the combo this turn. Thoughtseize. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, they have a depths in hand. I know, like, they returned it with the Loam earlier on. So I know for a fact they have the depths in hand. So I guess it made sense because they played the Thespian stage first. Yep, so I need to top deck Path, Swords, or Caracas. Path, Swords, or Caracas. I just drew like 7 million lands. I don't think I could have won this game anyway. I just drew way too many lands. Yep. Yep. So there's the depths. I'm gonna go for it right now. Makes sense. And fetching end of turn for sure. And I still have 2 white sources if I happen to find Council's Judgment, so I think it's better to do this right now. So it's a very small percentage, but I do clean my my deck a little bit, and I can't beat this, so we die. Yep, it was just unfortunate. Like we had like, how many outs did we have? That's 1, that's 2. Zenith for the 1/1 guy for Screed Ranger gives us 1 more turn. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 outs. Yeah, it's bad beats. Bad beats. Bad beats. Okay, so we are 0-2 this league. Much worse than the previous league. Bringing us to an overall record of 3-4. We started 3-0, and then we 0-4 since then. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Yeah. I'm gonna keep this. Go get my Dryad Arbor here. I could have held the Green Sun Zenith, but I am probably going to be playing Knight into Thalia. So... oh, so I guess my opponent is on... oh, they must be on the... what's his name? The 13 post deck. They're gonna be running Pithing Needles, so I probably want to prelate this turn. Right? Am I crazy? I think I want to prelate on 1 first, so they cannot Pithing Needle me. And they cannot Crop Rotation, they cannot Ancient Steerings. And then next turn I'm gonna Knight plus Wasteland. Yeah, I think this prelate is gonna be insane here. Because Pithing Needle is huge in this kind of matchup. Yeah, they play out the Bog for no value. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Of course, I'm gonna wait until end of turn if they don't crack them. If they crack the map to see what they get, and if they don't, I'm going to. Oh, they do crack the map. Makes sense. They're gonna fall too far behind otherwise. Yeah, I think this guy is doing a lot of work right now. What to do here? I think I just let them untap, and then when they play the post, I kill that. Maze of Ith. You got it. So I just need to find the Raminap here. The second I find an excavator, the game is pretty much over. I think I actually made a mistake. I could have gone wider this turn if I had gotten Gaia's Cradle. I could have played probably 2 knights this turn. Yeah, I fucked it up. It's bad. That is pretty bad. Gating Cradle here for sure. Just trying to go as wide as possible. Sure, just eat their Maze of It, just for the lols. They can only play 1 land, so this is fine because they cannot Crop Rot. So I think I'm in a very, very good spot right now. More knights coming to the party. So many knights. So many knights. The Wasteland, the Cloud Post. Get out of here. And I put them on a treasure clock. Or should I Wasteland them again? They just concede. Okay, sweet. Surgicals? Probably yes. Cautious Judgment? Probably yes. Pithing Needle? Probably yes. Maze seems very slow. Basically, it's all about a race to find stupid big things, the stupid wastelands, to kill, and killing their big things is fine. Probably Mom's not gonna be great against the monocolorless deck. Teague is fine to prevent Ugin and all this dust. Safekeeper seems like an actual useful way to protect my dudes. Prelate was insane that game. I expect it to keep being really good. Knight of Autumn and Pride Mage are my answers to Pithing Needle. Seems like if my opponent does not have Pithing Needle, they're gonna have a really, really hard time winning this matchup. Probably Nissa Vital Force is fine instead of Ballista. Yeah, this is just like a quicker clock. I'm gonna be really sad if I play Teague and can't play these guys, but overall seems like it's gonna be way better. Yeah, and the Maze, it's like if my opponent is attacking me one of their big dudes, I'm probably dead anyway, so might as well just side it out. Yeah, we're mulling on this hand. Yeah, this one I can do. It's not amazing, but It's pretty funny how we have like effectively 22 lands, and yet I just keep getting flooded for whatever reason. It's weird. In fact, I was expecting to not. I guess it's just variance. Like usually when I play Maverick, I'm playing even more lands than I am right now. So it needs to just be variance. There's no way that this is like a thing. Sure, this is something I'm very much okay with. Yep. So hopefully I untap. If they play the Cloud Post though, yeah. If they play this, that's a Candelabra. I think I'm going to waste the Cloud Post right now, which they are going to corroborate away, but I'm going to Surgical. Whew. Wow, they did have the relic. Alright, so now they're gonna have much less mana. Now their mana is gonna be way more taxed. Only 2 Candelabras. Also, my opponent is 0-2 as well. Yeah, I have no idea how Jody Keith wins with this deck. I tried it and it seemed very, very, very bad. Emrakul, Promised, Iron Storm, Ulamog, Knackle. Need to watch out for that one. Fear Resistance. Okay, this is okay. This is all good. You got it. They resolve the crop rotation and they get. What do they get? Knackle. Sure. That means that they are even further behind of mana. Maze of it. So there's the relic. There's the mace. This actually, Candelabra is going to allow them to activate mace multiple times in a single turn. Yeah, I'm not going to make them go for the mace thing. Just not worth it. Get a Savannah, get a Thalia in play. Oh! Damn it. They have Caracas in hand. Thalia is not gonna be awesome. I guess I'm not using my mana for anything else, really, so... What I assume is gonna happen is they're gonna play the Caracas and just pass the turn. Expedition map. So bye-bye expedition map. Yeah, I don't think I'm paying for the Thalia. That was dumb. I guess I'd rather have it in the yard, maybe? So they only have 1 mana, so I can use this chance to get the expedition map with the Night of Autumn. Is that something I'm interested in doing? Or I can just get a night going. Yeah, I'm gonna get a night going so I can waste my opponent's So I can waste their knuckle and their mace and then get the train rolling. Here we go. Thank you Prol237 for that follow. Thank you very, very much. This is a nice and interesting game. Ugh, stage. That's gonna mess the whole wasteland, their mace, the wasteland, their knuckle situation. Second night. One, two, three, 4 mana. They only have access to 4 mana total. Potentially 5 on their next turn. I think I want to serve here actually. Yeah, they mace it, so it's free. But now I get to knight. What do I knight here? Probably the relic. Copious second mace. Damn. Shit. I think I get a cradle here. I think I get a cradle. This is effectively blanking the knuckle in a way that cannot be saved by the Thespian stage copying the knuckle in response. And I don't think they have any LD in there. Nope, no LD. No LD in their deck, so this cradle should be here to stay. Okay. Waste the mace. Oh, I'm stupid. This is not the mace. This is the... Ugh. That was so dumb. This is the one that I wanted to kill. Alright, alright. Gotta tighten up. Gotta tighten up. That was a waste of a wasteland. Pun intended. However, if I happen to find a Raminap excavator here, we should be in a very nice spot. Excavator would be naughty. Copy, untap. Okay, so they can only mace 2 things this turn round. Sick. Now, wasteland the correct one. This time, make sure I wasteland the correct thing. Very good. We made it. Now we attack. Yep, they could have candelabra their mace in order to save some damage there. No idea why they did not. Definitely missed that interaction. Pay 1 candelabra and tap mace, save 5 damage. Seems pretty relevant. Yep. Mace 1 thing, that's fine. Okay, so now they do see the interaction. Yeah, so they go down to 1, 2, 3, 4 mana only. So they cannot cast Ugin next turn. And maybe I want to have some extra mana, so just play this out. Again, Cradle is gonna pay for it for the Knuckle. Also, ugly Knuckle. Come on. That's annoying. Okay, so this is gonna use up all of their mana, but they're going to actually be able to not die to the knights attacking. Not die to my attackers, I mean. So that's a lot of maces. It's a lot of freaking maces. Pay. Excavator. In fact, this is very interesting. I think the correct play here is to -3, return Wasteland to my hand, replay Wasteland, blow up the Vesuva. This is the Vesuva, yeah. So he cannot copy this one in response. And now I serve with everything. So, having played Noble Hierarch last turn, paying off. I guess they can still do the thing this turn, they can still survive this turn, but then I should get them the following turn. Because they just candelabra twice. Yeah, candelabra twice. It's interesting to me that they chose Knight over Wasteland with the Pithing Needle. Gain 2. Okay. They should map for another mace here. Feels like the only way they stay alive. And I cannot waste the mace here, so they need to... Oh, they just played the land though. So Nisa's gonna kill them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they missed the interaction there. They could have survived one more turn if they wanted to. All right, we beat 13 post. I'm not sure whether 13 post is a real deck or just a meme. I wonder if I would rather just play like Batter School and a GT instead of the two ballistas. It's a cool list, nevertheless. It's a cool list, nevertheless. Oh yeah, not the best record. 4-4. 50% win percentage. We're rallying back though. We're rallying back. Rallying back. You see? You see, you see, you see? long waiting time in the 1-2 bracket. Long wait time in the 1-2 bracket. So I'm on the draw. Yeah, I'll keep this. It has the chance to backfire. Ugh, for Loam. Yeah, for Loam. Yeah, this matchup is not amazing. This matchup is not amazing. We have the KRP fire for this. I'm in a lot of trouble. Yeah, that's a P fire. Gross. Gross. Literally my only available play. Man, I should just be playing Loam. That deck is so sweet. Whenever I play against it, it's just like, man, that deck's great. Knight. Alright, let's find the white source, like, right now. Right now. That's a wasteland, that's not a white source. Oh well. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede here. They are gonna get Grove, and then I'm just dead. Okay, let's try this again. Path, yeah, yes. Containment Priest? Probably not. Canonist, no. Judgment, yes. These two, yes. And let's go. Teague out. Thalias out. Prelate on 2. This is gonna be what I'm gonna choose. Prelate is actually pretty damn good. Probably want Zenith and what? Maybe take out the Birch. It kills Liliana and Bob, both of which are very, very relevant. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep that in. Maybe Needle out. You can name Planeswalkers. Yeah, it's probably not good enough. I guess I keep this. Leyline. Double Leyline. Damn. Yeah, so my opponent basically is on a double mulligan, which made things much better for me. Much better for me. Decay, sure. Decay is okay. I wish I were not casting this right now, but I mean, might as well. Next turn I'm gonna jam Gideon and try to ride that to victory. Knight right here would be bad for me though, like very bad. Swords. Ding ding ding. Never didn't have it. It's definitely like really bad for my tempo though. It's definitely very bad for my tempo. Also, this messes up. Yeah, this is not great. Alright. Swing with knights. Two. This is fine. I'm gonna fetch here. Get I guess another Savannah. Play Gideon, make it 2/2. And I can still protect the Gideon by... I can still protect the Gideon by fetching the Dryad Arbor if I need to. P-Fire there. Okay. Surgical to P-Fire. Oh, they have a Grove. Okay, let's check how there's... Check out how they sideboarded. Get a new one. Yeah, P-Fire is a really good one for us to be able to surgical. Whoops. Sick. Alright. So that's pretty great. That kind of worked out. Again, Knight would be kind of a beating, but not much we can do otherwise anyway. Yeah, seen it for 3. Yep. I'm gonna get another Knight. Swords. Zenith. What can we Zenith for? We can Zenith. Alright, so I'm going to serve with everything. Actually serve with just the Knight ally. I don't think they will take it. They will block with Knight. But if they do, that's insane for me. I just have to basically force my opponent to make a mistake here. Which they don't. So I guess I seen it for tracker. Seen it for Tireless Tracker. Good Forest. Make it 2/2. Good at planes. And then we ride the tracker to victory. Could have gotten a Dry Diver, but I want to use my mana efficiently at the end of my opponent's turn. And yeah, and this is why I don't like Leyline in this kind of matchup. Because I mean, basically, what Leyline did for my opponent is it just made their hand worse. And it also is making all of their top decks worse as well. In fact, maybe with the Knight of Autumn, I should have just made it a 4-4. A 4-3, I mean. Instead of destroying the Leyline. I don't think they will attack here. Yep. Yep, and now Tracker is going to get out of hand really quickly. Okay. I guess they get Knuckle here? Is that their best shot? Yeah, that makes sense. So can I push through damage here? I pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I block, I attack with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I can do this on upkeep. Have more info. Yeah, that's a good one to know about. So Night Ally. Yes. Tracker. Very much yes. Second Night Ally. Yes. Knight. Yes. And had a good one to know about. Okay. Serve with these. No cards in hand. Knuckle's gonna get wastelanded, of course, after I make my opponent pay 2 for their turn. I'll go ahead and say that we're in a pretty good spot here. Make another 2/2. Pass the turn. Make them pay 1. Yeah, that surgical on P-Fire was insane. I mean, can you imagine if my opponent had a P-Fire going on right now? This game would be a completely different story. This game would be a completely different story. Let's waste that shit. And now I simply have lethal? Is that correct? Oh my. Sounds pretty good. Boom. Boom, boom. Yeah, my draw was just insane this game. This is a concession. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this is more than lethal. Blast Gideon. Now I have to go check on my food. Nice ley lines, OP. Nice ley lines. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Casually tapping for 7 mana. No big deal. Literally exiling my opponent's entire graveyard. No big deal. Yeah. I've said it and I'll say it again. Leyline not good enough in this matchup. Definitely not good enough. I guess they can block here and mace. I imagine the mace is still in their deck. I can actually check. whether Mace is still in their deck. No. No Mace of Ith. I wonder why. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So just let this go. Now what? Okay. Caracas. Oh, nice. 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 Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so they only take 6. I still get to replay this. Make another token. Eat an Echo. Eat a Dried Arbor. Eat a Verdant Catacombs. Eat Verdant Catacombs. And pass the turn. I'm gonna say I'm still ahead. That was a good play from my opponent though. That was a really, really good play. I totally missed the interaction that this guy is actually legendary now. It's kind of hilarious that this interaction would not have worked. When was the change with the ruling? With Ixalan? Like before the release of Ixalan, my opponent's play would not have worked. I'll be right back. Okay. Game 3. Priest. Yeah. Run this again. So weird, my opponent doesn't have Mace in their deck. I wonder why. I guess I keep this. No ley lines. I would not be surprised if my opponent just sided them out. After seeing how bad they were last game. This to me shows weakness. Like this is probably their only green source, and green is their main color. So that's why I'm interested in actually wastelanding this. It's probable that my opponent does not have another green source, and this is going to hinder their development quite a bit. If this had been any other green source, I was wrong. Maybe they top deck this, but if that had been any other green source, or probably any other land, period, I would not have wastelanded that. Maybe my opponent was trying to like bait me into doing it. I don't know. It could be. You're gonna sword this? Yeah, they're gonna sword it. That seems like a very aggressive use of Sword Supply. This is a very, very good card in the matchup. It's really, really a good card in the matchup. How much time do I have? How much time do I have here? Because I could go get another Noble Hierarch. I think we're gonna do that. If they want to kill my second Noble Hierarch too, then that's fine. But since I have 2 CNETs, this is probably fine. Then P-Fire in this would be a little bit more annoying. Yep. Fuck. P-Fire is so freaking good. Ugh. Alright, Wasteland is fine. This is Zenith? It is a Zenith. Zenith for 2. Scavenging news? Okay. I really don't want to ramp my opponent here. And I probably want them to waste my Caracas. Another Wasteland. Library. Library, you say? Also, both of us have the ugly art. He has the uglier art. Cody, I don't think I will be playing Amulet today. In fact, we're 1 and 2, so I will probably play this match and then the final match, and that's gonna be it for me today. Ajani Vengeant. Okay. Yes. I'm very interested in this one. I'm probably going to put this one in on top, since the Johnny Vengeance answers it very clearly, and I'm gonna pay for here. Destroy target artifact. Enchantment. No more library for ya. Now they kinda need to deal with this knight. What is that link, Sudark? I have a policy, a personal policy of not clicking links, random links, without knowing what they are. So if you could explain to me, just so I know that you're not like a random bot that that's just spamming. Huh. Okay, they get my Savannah. Drawing a fetch land would be kind of nice. Drawing a fetch land would be kind of nice because I can play Rallier. Yes, fetch land? No, Wasteland is nice though. Okay, so this on top. This on top. Oh, damn it, what can I do here? Conceneth for... I definitely don't want my opponent drawing cards, so I will be killing this right now. I think I want this on top. And this also on top. Wasteland, their black source. Attack their Ajani. Offer the trade. They will not take it, which makes a lot of sense. Path this. And now I can Zenith for Dried Arbor. I think getting their black swords was pretty important. They top decked another one, so it's whatever. But at least they don't have Liliana mana. Liliana mana. That's fun to say. Liliana mana. Still looking for a fetch land. Man, or just being really lucky that my opponent is not drawing groves. No knight, please. Just ask politely. That's a knight. Okay, we're in trouble now. Never mind. Yes. No fetch land still. So I can plow this, go get my own knight. It should be pretty strong. But this will cost me 1. I will go down to 4. It's really fine though. So swords this. Get out of here. Go get my own Knight of the Reliquary. That's its turn. It's kind of funny that both of them were exactly 8/8s. So I can't tap Canopy anymore because Hejani Vengeance just kills me. They can -2 to my face. And they cannot untap with Knight because Grove also kills me because of the P-Fire. We are in quite a dire situation here. I think it was still correct. It was a very positive tempo play to try to do that. We're doing great, Akoto. How about you? How about you? We 3-2'd. We 3-0'd with this deck. Then we ended up going 3-2, and then this league we started 0-2, and now we're trying to rally back. We are in game 3 against Forkolo Loam. Interesting. Okay. Tap here, yes. I guess I probably want the Wasteland. And I can draw what? I can Knight for Maze. And I want to attack here. I can get back Hierarch. Okay, yeah. So put this on top. Put this on top. Play out the waste. Attack Ajani. Attack Ajani. So if they block here, I kill the Ajani, which is great for me. If they block here, I don't kill the Ajani and they lock it down, but that's fine still. Let's do this. Okay, so they decide to let the Ajani go. red source. Rallier. Get back. Another wasteland. Get the black source. So now they're gonna get P-Fire going, but I can kind of stop that with wastelands. Yeah, glad to hear you're loving the deck. The deck is insane. It's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. I just cannot get enough of it, honestly. Simply cannot get enough. Actually, instead of... No, because the red source actually makes it so P-Fire is not that effective. So it's fine to take the red source. My opponent already used one sword, so they only have a single swords left in their deck. It actually surgical them, so I can see. Yeah, they only are playing the two swords. Okay. Let's see what they're doing here. We have a mom and a foothills on top. Those are our two top cards. Mom foothills. Is Mom foothills good enough? Is Mom foothills good enough? Or do I want to fetch on my upkeep? I think Mom is going to be excellent, so I'm going to let it go. Yes. Alright, so these are bad. Like real bad. Put this on top. Put this on top. Play Mom. I want to get mace here so I can start attacking with the knights. That's a very strong draw. Can't use it this turn, but it's going to be amazing next turn. I can go get Tireless Tracker. Or Scavenge Genius is probably the best option. Yeah, Scavenge Genius seems better. Ah! Fuck. Oh, they just... they just drew both. No big deal. No big deal. They kind of need to... Yeah, they can P-Fire, get it back, P-Fire my mom, which means they cannot kill my knight this turn, so that part is good. And if they kill the knight, then I get to untap with mom. So those are his options. Them not finding Loam is actually very lucky for me too. Attack with this? Yeah, block. Got me. I think it's actually better for me to not give them this activation, so I'm just gonna let the Rallier go. I know I could mace it, but it's just... This seems like straight up better. Denying them one turn of... Denying them one turn of knight activations. Decay the knight, I imagine, here. Yep. Yes. So they have... Man, this game has been very, very good. They have P-Fire in hand. Yeah, trust me, Okoro, I did my fair share of messing up, don't worry about that. Go get Scoos. pass a turn, I think. Now I am going to use the mace to stop the knight, so I can leave my mom untapped and make my opponent's turn very bad. Wow. Draw another decay. At least I will potentially start to make their knight worse. Yeah, this is fine. This is a free attack for them, basically. And there we go. They need to deal with the mom first. Then they will be able to deal with the scoos. Okay. Give itself protection from red. Now they will decay in response. Man, such an interesting game. Such an interesting game. Such close margins. Such close margins. Okay. So I guess they want to deal with this goose. So I will deal with Tranquil Thicket and 2 Wastelands, I think. Wasteland and another Wasteland. This makes sense because now they still have the P-Fire engine going. Shit. These are bad. These are real bad. These are bad to the point where I probably need to keep the Windswept Heath. That's how bad these are. I probably need to keep the Windswept Heath just to shuffle. Liliana, the last hope. Well, speaking of bad news for me. Speaking of bad news for me. Take the mom. Yeah. Give this pro black, I guess. So I get a free block on the Bob this turn. Sure. Sure, that's fine. Okay, these are just not good enough. Put this on top, put this on top. Just hope that the third one off the top is good enough. You're gonna have more relevant 2s than 3s, so this is fine. Man, this has been such a beating. This has been such a beating. My deck is just not delivering. Simply not delivering. I had a lot of outs. Like, any way to deal with this, I have 6 ways to live with the knight. Yeah, okay. They got me. Okay. We went 1 and 3. It was bound to happen. This is the first league I don't cash in a long time, actually. I've been doing really well with Amulet. This is the deck I might want to try next time, though. This Depths deck. It looks pretty sweet. But it's almost like 3 p.m. for me. I mean, 3.5 hours. That's quite a bit. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I wanted to thank everybody that's still watching. I will come back to streaming some Amulet probably tomorrow. We'll do some of that. And are you probably playing Moto or also playing tournaments in paper? I'm more often than not playing in Moto. I sometimes play some paper tournaments, but I live in California and there's just not that many paper tournaments. I heard that GPLA it's gonna be next year and that's gonna be modern, so I will do my best to try to play at that tournament because I have not played in a GP since GP Las Vegas in 2015. That's my one and only GP, so I'd like to try to do that again, and I will more likely than not I will be playing Amulet, of course. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I will again be back tomorrow. Probably playing some Modern. On this channel we mostly play Legacy and Modern, so if you enjoy the content, please make sure you hit that follow button. It's gonna be free and you are going to get notified whenever I go live. Also, if you would like to support the channel, if you really enjoy what you're seeing, you want to support the channel, you can do so with a subscription. And with your subscription, you will get this beautiful primetime emote, since we play a lot of Amulet in this channel, in case you don't know. Also, you get a free subscription with Amazon Prime. With Amazon Prime, you need to link your Twitch account to your Amazon account, and you get 1 free subscription every month. So make sure you use it. Just like Okoto right there. If you want to join the Amulet Discord, you can do that right there. That's a link. It's a very active Discord where we discuss all things Amulet in Modern. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, you can do so at fpaulosmtg. That's my name. You can find it also on the screen right next to the name of the reliquary at the top right. And also, all of my videos, all of my streams get uploaded to YouTube. I have my archives over there. I have different playlists. I have Amulet playlists, Maverick playlists, 4-color Loam playlists, and I always update with timestamps. So if you have a specific matchup you want to check out, you can just find it on the description, and you will see a little time thingy in there, and you can go straight to whichever match you want to see. And finally, if you want to support the stream on any other fashion, and you would like to watch me play any deck of your choosing, you can do so by donating to the stream, and any donation that covers the entry fee of a league means that I will play whichever deck you want to see. And also, if there's any cards that I'm missing, if it's like 5 tickets or whatever, then we can definitely arrange it, and I just buy the cards. If it's something like 30 tickets, I will ask you to I will basically borrow the card from you. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to send me whispers. Feel free to send me any message on Discord or Facebook, Twitter, all of those. all of those. Thank you very much for watching again, and I will hope to see you again next stream, which will be tomorrow. So have an amazing rest of the day. Bye bye.